All right, so in my opinion, this is probably one of the most historical events ever to happen in Oakland. This land is about 112, 120 acres, and it's incredible. And we really want the supervisors to vote to move it forward. If it does, it's going to bring huge jobs, huge opportunities, huge development opportunities for locals. It's going to create this economic engine and the corridor to from 580 to 880 with the airports. This is going to be incredible because now it's going to become truly the face of Oakland. And the first thing that people are going to see when they land is this huge, beautiful development.
What is the landmass? What are we talking about? The Oakland Coliseum? What's the landmass?
Oakland Coliseum, Oracle, it's about 112, 120 acres.
Okay.
Pure development.
Okay, and this is pretty much going to be the final say.
Today is pretty much it. It's, you know how they say, crab will get off the pot. So this is it. They've been working on this for 5 years. And so hopefully they're going to come to an agreement, non-binding agreement, and then a binding agreement to move it forward. And that's what we're hoping for.
All right, so we'll see what happens and then we'll talk afterwards. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Very good. We'll take up our matter before us today, the discussion of the Coliseum sale. Is there a brief staff report? Just to clarify for the community, we're going to have a report from staff, questions and answers from the board, public comment, and deliberation.
Good morning, Board of Supervisors. I'm Lindsay Behrens, President of Oakland Roots and Soul. We have enjoyed playing our games at the Coliseum for the past 2 years. We are very excited about this transaction. We know a tremendous amount of work, hours, labor, energy, and time have gone into it, and we fully support the transaction. We're very excited about the potential of turning this piece of property over to private ownership, uniting the title, and creating more jobs, sports, and economic opportunity in East Oakland. Thank you.
My name is Renil Buchan. We own the Holiday Inn and the Sprinkle Suites at the Oakland Airport. We've seen the good, bad, and ugly, and right now it's been ugly in the hotel business with hotel closures, the Waterfront, the Hilton, the Radisson, many hotels closing due to lack of business. We fully support this project. We want to bring more sports events, businesses, and more corporate events and things like that to make sure we don't close. So this is a great opportunity for Ray and his group to move Oakland forward. The Hagenbury corridor has been suffering for many years, and Ken Houston, thanks to him, he's cleaned up that area, and now it's time for business. So thank you guys very much, and we support the project.
Good morning, supervisors. Keith Brown, Alameda Labor Council. Alameda Labor Council firmly believes that finalizing the terms of the Coliseum complex to SCG and OAC will bring significant benefits to the community, including job creation, expansion of the local tax base, and revitalization of the East Bay region. We need good union-paying jobs, opportunities for our youth, and support for disinvested communities. So we see this fostering long-term economic benefits for East Oakland and Alameda County. Also, the council, we call on the buyer of the arena to retain all workers, honor collective bargaining agreements, and partner with labor just as AASEG has. And we really need to keep and expand the union jobs in the Oakland Coliseum and arena. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm JP Anthony. I'm a business representative of Local 3 Painters and Drywall Finishers Union, where I represent over 1,100 members in Alameda County. I was born and raised in Oakland. I had the opportunity to spend a lot of time at the Coliseum watching A's games. I was very excited when the Oakland Raiders returned. Monster trucks, ice capades, and also was able to pass that down to my daughter. Creating memories that lasted a lifetime, and I want to see this continue on for the future going forward. I know that this is a great opportunity for people that look like me to feel very proud to be able to give back to our community. It's creating work and jobs and opportunities for union members to be able to revitalize something that was very beautiful at one time. Us at District Council 16 and the Labor Union, we completely support the sale of the Oakland Coliseum to AA, SEG, and OAC. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Harry Constantopoulos. I'm the business agent for Local 107. It's an International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Hands Employees. We're the ones that have been putting on the shows. We're celebrating 125 years this year. We'd like to maintain our position at the Coliseum. We are extremely proud of Oakland. Everywhere you go, everybody knows about the Raiders, the A's, the Warriors, all over the globe. We are extremely excited that somebody's willing to invest in Oakland.
So the main thing that I want to express is around for the Oakland businesses is density in terms of footwork and people moving around this city, and that's what this Coliseum brings, and that's what we've lost with all the teams and different entities that's already left the city. I had a conversation with Kevin Johnson, who is the mayor of Sacramento. He was going to bring his own restaurant here, fix it, and he didn't, because he said your city is seen as a loser, lost in baseball, football, all the teams. And he moved that restaurant to Detroit instead of here. This sends a signal that you guys are doing work, Ray's doing work, and the community is behind this. So looks like we're heading there. So thank you, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Ditto to everything that was just said, and we spoke on Tuesday as well. My name is Lynn Turner, born and raised in Oakland. Again, I was here before the Coliseum. Me and my brothers used to ride our dirt bikes over there. And so we really want this to take place. I think that Supervisor Marquez and Supervisor Maymani made a good point. We need this to be fair. That environmental piece is so important. So make that a fair transaction, because that can kill the deal. If you want investors, that environmental piece is key. And so we love this, what Ray and Company is doing, and we need that for the corridor. We need that for economic development. We need that for the city of Oakland. Thank you.
My name is Sean Paul. I work with the National Association of Minority Contractors, and I'm speaking in strong support of item 1 and the term sheets for the Oakland Coliseum sale. And I was not here before the Coliseum was built, but I've had a lifelong Bay Area resident. I'd like to see this succeed, and just be a great opportunity to help small and minority-owned businesses grow, and this will be a great long-term economic benefit for East Oakland, the city of Oakland, and the broader Bay Area. And I also agree with the environmental issues and see that those are critical in Jersey County to ensure a fair and workable split of environmental responsibility so this deal can move forward without delay. And as a lifelong Bay Area resident, I want to see the Hagenberg corridor thrive again. Thank you for your leadership and for your consideration. Take care.
My name is Dexter Vizidon. I'm a local businessman and community advocate, and I'm just here to express my support of the project. I used to work for this board in the mid-90s, and I was the liaison between the Economic Development Agency, the EDA, and the board. And many of the board members, whenever business opportunities and projects and deals would come to the process supervisors would send them to me to have me then to move forward. I want to express my thanks for this, especially to President Halbert. I appeal to you a while ago to do everything that you can. You stay true to that. I want to extend my thanks to the staff for all the work that they've done, and really glad that we're at this point we're making progress. So thank you. Thank you.
Board of Supervisors, my name is Jason Lindsay. I'm President and Business Agent of Ironworkers Local 378 right here in Oakland, California. We're in strong support of the county sale of the Coliseum to the AASCG. So, thank you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you guys for having me here again today. My name is Fatima A., founder and CEO of the Women's Premier Basketball Association. Thank you guys for all of the time and energy and consistency you've put into making this come to fruition and get to this point. I am and our organization are strongly in agreement with moving this forward. We understand the economic value that it can bring to Oakland, and we need it more than ever. We need all of our businesses to be able to thrive. We need our sporting events to be able to thrive so that we're able to make that impact on the next generation, but also just make this something worthwhile, worth having people want to continue to support and want to be able to continue to invest in. So thank you to Ray, thank you to the AASUG and the OAC. I'm really excited. I know you guys want to get this going, so I'm wishing nothing but the best moving forward with this.
Good morning, my name is Victor Hernandez. I'm an organizer with Helium Frost and Soliders, Local 16. We are in strong support of the sale. Just want to say that I'm very impressed with the pride that exists in this town and the energy that it's injected when these projects are approved. So we are in strong support. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is David Newton, elected official with the ILW Longshoreman Local 10, a commissioner with the JPA, and a local community lifelong member, season ticket holder at the complex for both the basketball and the football team when they were there. I would like to talk about loss, and Supervisor Marquez brought up a good point about health and safety. From a real estate aspect, when we see dilapidated properties, we see them go down the wayside and then they become dumping grounds and all of the other things that are unhealthy to our society. On a building aspect and with the team and with the arena, I feel this is more than important for the Heckenberger corridor. Councilmember Ken Houston has worked really hard, tireless hours, as has President Howard. I'm happy to see Supervisor Fortunato Bass and Supervisor Miley. We support this endeavor. We need this for Oakland. We need the jobs to be union jobs for locals. We need local people in here. There's a local entity behind this. I know I went over time, but I appreciate it.
Good morning, Supervisors. My name is Gideon Price. Was a president of the Black Oakland, current service firefighter. Just want to thank you guys for the time and effort that you guys have put into this. I know it's been painstaking. Guys, you know Ray. I've known Ray for 34 years. I am with this project. I think you guys should move this forward, especially for the Heckenberger corridor. There's a gentleman that spoke earlier, I think on Tuesday, who mentioned how it's a bad look just driving through there. And it really is. I think that this would be great for the entire city of Oakland. I think it's a win-win for everybody. The city wins with these guys buying the property and the money that they can get. They can reinvest in not just the social services of Oakland, but also for the protection of Oakland moving forward. So I'm with this. So thank you guys for the effort.
Good morning, Board of Supervisors. I'm Kiana Canada, representing Uprising. As I said on Tuesday, I am representing Youth Voice from Deep East Oakland, and we would like to just say we thank you for all of the hard work that you all have put in, and we are in support of this transaction. It will be amazing for our youth, for our community, and we just want to push this vote through. So thank you very much for the time.
My name is Mary Tommy Jones. I'm one of the business owners in downtown Oakland and also representing the migrants that actually moved to Oakland, went to college, came back and want to impact the community. And I thank you for all of you guys' time and support, the staff, and for you, Mr. Chairman, Supervisor Marquez, Supervisor Bass, Supervisor Miley, and also for the rest of the OAC and also AACG, especially the amazing founder, Ray Bobbitt, for all of their support within our community. One thing that I would like to ask is that we respectfully request that the Board of Supervisors will move forward in providing clear direction and formal determination regarding which party will assume responsibility for any environmental obligations remediation requirements, CEQA compliance matter, tribal consultation obligation, and any potential liability associated with the Coliseum property in order for the redevelopment and investment, financing, and long-term planning to proceed with responsibility and transparently. It is essential that all
Thank you.
Good morning, my name is John Jones III. I want to simply say, oh yes, I'm here to represent an 11-year-old kid named Josiah Jones. He just graduated from 5th grade this morning. All right. For me, this project is about where can our kids go? We should not have to leave East Oakland to have quality of life. So with all the work that went into it, we can respect that by voting yes, right? We know we have leadership in place. We have leadership on the county, we have leadership in the city. This project will give all of you all the ammunition to bring vitality back. So right now, East Oakland, it's a lifeline. We need some help right now. This project will do it. And at the end of the day, with all the work that went into this, I want us to think about one other thing as well. Hope. We need hope in this moment, now more than ever. This project represents hope for many people in our community, not just a few. So at the end of the day, I want to thank everyone for the work that you put into this, and let's get it done.
Good morning, my name is Keone Atkins. I work with Youth Uprising, but I'm here representing myself and my family. I was born and raised in Oakland, California. Generations, been here since the 40s, 50s. And I'd like to definitely recognize the board and appreciate the due diligence that you all have put into this, as well as your recognition of the importance of stewardship and the stewardship that's necessary to make sure that things are in place, not just today, people are happy, but as well as when we go into the years that are to come. But one thing that's important with stewardship is recognizing opportunities. And so I thank Mr. Bobbitt as well as the entire team that's working with him, because they're providing an option that is better than the situation that we're in now. No ifs, ands, or buts. And so I appreciate you all for breaking that down and explaining to us so that you're not speaking on this level, but making sure that we understand and the importance of understanding that this is the time to make a decision. So I'm excited about us moving forward, as well as the future that Oakland is going in to support those that are in place here. Thank you so much.
So first of all, I want to apologize to this board. Tuesday, when we didn't vote, I was just really frustrated. And I was, because it's so on, it's heartfelt that people from this community will react this quickly. Like in 48 hours, we had almost 100 people here, just in 48 hours. And then today, the same people take time off work, come and be here. So I just want to tell you, you guys have worked tremendously. This board has worked tremendously. This staff has worked tremendously. We appreciate you. And so I just wanted to, first of all, apologize, but secondly, thank you for the work and the time that you've put in. This is really important to our community. I've said it all before, but we just want to say how grateful we are to be at this position, and we can change history and and move into a new chapter of this site. So thank you very much.
Thank you for your public comments. I have to ask you, there could be competing opportunities. We've discussed them. One, the term sheet that's on the agenda posted excludes the carve-out. The request that we received from your team last night and reaffirmed even this morning includes the carve-out. If this board takes action on the terms that have been agendized and published, excluding the carve-out, and instead, as I think I heard mentioned, discuss the carve-out or discuss the handling of the environmental risks and responsibilities for a later time, puts that off to discussions with the arena buyer and our staff. What does that do to the deal?
Well, the reason why there's a carve-out is because we understand how critical the arena is. Is it like if you bought a strip mall, you would have to want an anchor.
And if you go into the strip mall and you have a Safeway there, you're really in a strong position. You know, you could have mailbox, etc., Panera Bread, but if you have a Safeway and a Starbucks, you're in a really good position with respect to an anchor. The arena represents an anchor of the site. The arena represents the ability to upgrade and be competitive and potentially fight off competition from Chase Center, who's brand new. It's an opportunity for upgrades. It's an opportunity to really set the tone with respect to bringing in a situation. This arena, there was this SFGate article the other day that said it's become a pop culture mecca. And it's excellent. And the opportunity to enhance that and expand that is critical to the overall process. So obviously, one of the reasons why that was submitted is because we don't want to be in a position where we lose momentum to create an anchor and to make sure our anchor is strengthened.
Is there a risk then to the anchor if we refuse what you requested, the carve out, and instead approve the terms without the carve out? Is there a risk to the arena deal?
Well, we have, as you know, we're communicating with multiple entities, and but it does create more complication because, as you know, the environmental impact of the site, if it was a carve out for just the arena, I think you said it's 8 acres. The entire site is 112 acres. So the 112 acres minus 8, so the other 104 acres would not be subjected to this carve out, would not be subjected. So the other 104 acres would have the same impact and the same process that we've sort of surrendered through where the previous disposition agreement, the county was fully responsible.
So is there a risk to the arena deal or not? Related to that, is there a time consideration?
I think it's a time
delay things.
I think it's a time consideration more than anything because we've been doing this, as you know, for 5 years. But because we're from here, we're never going to walk away. I mean, we are from here, and so this is our soil, and so we've used perseverance, patience, and persistence to be here. But it's been a long time, and as I started with, it was frustrating to know that we weren't voting Tuesday. But every second, every day that clicks off, we have some very tight timelines. It would be very helpful if that was happened today, because I can't say with certainty, but I could say it definitely would potentially create timing risks with respect to our project.
That's what I'm trying to ascertain.
Yes.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good morning. Supervisor Marquez, Supervisor Howard, Bass, and my fearless leader, Supervisor Nate Miley. Ken Houston, son of Oakland. I'm standing here in a real complicated position. Not only that I am a born and raised third generation, like my brother just said, I played in those fields. I sit on the JPA. I'm a community advocate. I'm a long life resident, third generation. And now I am one of the council members that represent this district, and I represent the Hagerburg corridor, which I want to turn into a world-class destination. I have electoral obligation. It's very, very complicated, just like yours is, to represent the best interests, and I want to see if I have the privilege here of speaking longer. Do I have the privilege, President?
I'm sorry, I can't. The point is, and our county council has already told us, if I let one go long, I gotta let all go long.
Do they do the same thing that they do?
I guess, yeah. I would ask. No, we don't. Yeah, we don't do that either. But I do want to say, since I'm interested to hear what else you have to say, I would invite you to continue. I'm not granting you extra time. I'm asking you what else you have to say.
Yes, thank you. This project is so important to East Oakland and for the Hagenberg corridor is unimaginable. My District 7 has been underserved for generations, right? And this will bring vitality. However, at the same time, it has to make sense for the city and the county and for the people of Oakland. And like I said on the JPA, and I spoke to Henry Gardner this morning, and I'm the one that put his name on there because he had said something about that it put the JPA at jeopardy. I sit on the JPA. I really didn't understand what he was saying, right? And he's one of the people I listen to. I have electoral obligation, supervisors, to do the right thing for my constituents, to do the right thing for my community, and do the right thing for this development. So I want this to move forward. However, it has to be in the best interest of the city and the county, and it's very complicated. I did not know this was that complicated, right? So they've been here for 5 years working it. It has to make sense and it has to go together. That's what I'm saying. It has to, because it's coming to us.
Thank you.
I said,
Thank you. Okay, that's awesome.
Thank you. Distinguished elected officials, supervisors, I'm honored to be here. You know, there's a classic line that says, scared men can't work, and jealous men can't gamble. I watched Ray Bobbitt develop his leadership skills and didn't cut any corners on a plethora of different levels. And I'm so proud of him. When he didn't have a dime, he put together what was necessary and leaned on very few, but really a community. And we thank him immensely for that. Thank you for your leadership and your role model status, Nate, in this realm. You were always there, never with a discouraging word, and I appreciate that. Ray Bobbitt, you're the man. You worked hard in this realm, and we're proud of so many.
Honorable President and members of the board, I thought I heard a variation of my name called as a speaker. For the record, I did not sign up to speak. I had no intentions of speaking. But since my name has been mentioned and my comments mischaracterized, I want the record to show that what I said and what I continue to say is this is an enormously complicated transaction. I have been around, as some of you know, for more than a few years. And the only thing that comes close in complexity is the sale and leaseback of Oakland City Hall. I have no comments on the term sheet. I will share those with the staff. I do have some concerns. But since I've been asked to make a comment, I do have a recommendation.
Since your time is up, I would respectfully ask for you to make that recommendation.
I recommend that the board make a wise decision.
Thank you, Mr. Harvey. I just wanted to reinforce that as I was speaking, my phone was going off, and our board was saying that it would be a delay of the carve-out would absolutely impact our situation tremendously. So, thank you.
There are no more speakers.
No more speakers. Okay, so bring it back for deliberation and discussion.
I'm ready to make a motion.
Yeah. Well, if you make a motion, we can have a substitute motion also. So I go ahead and make the motion, we'll discuss it.
So I move that we adopt the non-binding term sheet as is because this continues the conversation. My goal is to get the best deal possible for our community. Quite frankly, I'm offended that we want to be short-sighted on health and safety. Oakland and the entire region deserves better. We could do better. People are going to make billions of dollars off this transaction. And the fact that we're going to know that there's a liability, and we're going to say that's okay, you don't have to even give us a penny for it, is unconscionable.
I'd like to second the motion and speak to it when it's appropriate.
Very good. The motion is to accept the terms as presented, excluding the carve-out and as presented, which excludes the requested carve-out, noting that it's a non-binding term sheet and terms can always be discussed going forward. It's been pointed out that that could affect the deal timing, which we've been at this for 9 years, but what's a little more time? And it has been pointed out that may risk the deal. That said, if there's nothing else to say from OAC, you've said what you've said. I just want to make clear we're about to vote on the terms as published without a carve-out. I could make another motion to accept a substitute motion, or another motion rather, to accept the terms that OAC has requested, which includes the carve-out. If we vote for that one, again, it's a non-binding term sheet and terms can continue to be changed since it's non-binding. But I just don't know that that's going to get us anywhere. So I think we're going to end up just voting on the motion that's been made. But I invite OAC to make more comments on this particular topic, and then Supervisor. I believe that if I have questions of a member of the public that's making comment, that I can ask those questions. Is that not correct?
You may, but you cannot invite them to speak again because they have already spoken twice.
I'm just going to ask, well, I've asked him to come and explain the implications of this vote on their deal. I'm not sure what you're trying to say to me, Supervisor Marquez. It's my right to ask him again if he's got more information.
You're showing all our cards and we're at a huge disadvantage by this process and you're making it worse.
I disagree.
I won't say anything more than was already said. I do want to just clarify for the record, this is a community-driven process. And at the end of the day, we have people that I was in middle school with that are living in tents and feces with no running water, with no electricity. We drive through East Oakland and we should all be ashamed of ourselves. So there's nothing more urgent than this process. For me personally, as a person who was a visionary to come through this, and for a person who was born and raised here and wants to see impact. So all I'm saying is I won't comment anymore. I just wanted to make sure that the comments that are made with respect to our process are clear. And I just wanted to just say that.
Thank you. Thank you. Supervisor Malley, you wanted to make some comments before we vote?
Yes, on the motion. First of all, I've been very clear. What the board does has to be legally sound. It has to pass the smell test. It has to pass all scrutiny. And we have to negotiate as fiduciaries of the county. I don't represent OAC. I don't represent the city. I represent Alameda County. And that's my obligation. It has to pass the smell test. And if it doesn't, then we will be responsible for carrying that burden. I think the motion is a strong motion because it doesn't preclude further negotiation. It's non-binding, it's not a binding term sheet, it's non-binding. It doesn't preclude negotiation. We still know there's issues around the environmental. That's the big bugaboo based on, I think, the terms that's got to be reconciled. The county has had no conversations with the city about this, no conversations with the arena buyer about this, and the county is still in the position of being part owner of the facility. Subject, we've sold our interest, but it's subject to all these other terms being met before we can turn over the deed to CWP or the Oakland A's. So I think sticking with the terms that we've come up with puts the county in the best prudent position to continue any negotiations with the city, OAC, and the arena buyer. Now, let me use this as a teachable moment. Someone who's been on the city council 1990 to 2000, someone who's been a board of county supervisor 2000 to present. Let me use this as a teachable moment. We've lost 3 teams. No one contemplated losing 3 teams. We've lost 2 teams. Why? A failure of leadership and poor decisions. That's why we've lost 3 teams. I was on the city council when we brought back the Oakland A's. Henry Gardner was the city manager when we negotiated that deal. We would still have, the Raiders, so we brought the Raiders back. We'd still have the Oakland A's here, but for a former mayor, and I'm not going to use the mayor's name, fired the black city manager, Robert Bob, who wanted to build a downtown stadium for the Oakland A's. Had that happened, we would have had the Oakland A's playing downtown right now. Had that happened, the Raiders would still probably be playing at the Coliseum right now. But, that's water under the bridge. This county, I've dealt with mayors, this county offered to sell our interest to the city so that it could be under one uniform ownership. No, the city didn't take our deal. We've offered to buy the city's interest. No, the city didn't take our deal to put the property under one ownership. It didn't happen. We are here now with a development team, another potential ownership team that's primarily African American, that's got the resources to make this happen, that would be extremely beneficial for East Oakland, the city of Oakland, in the entire county and region. That's why I stand behind this term sheet. I tried to point out when I went through various aspects of the term sheet why I thought this was a good non-binding term sheet for us to have. I've often said let's not let perfect be the enemy of the good. And this is not perfect, but it is good. It's good because we get rid of the lawsuit. It's good because the county ultimately ends up with more money when we do 115 and we get 115 back over the course of time. It's good because an African American team takes ownership of the property and they've got a lot of potential in terms of what they want to do with the property in the future that benefits East Oakland and the city of Oakland and everyone else. It gets the county out of the damn sports business so we can concentrate on safety net services. Supervisor Marquez asked how many hours have gone into this. County council went back to 2017. Trust me, I can go back to 2001. If you want, I can go back to the time I was on the city council. Talk about hours, talk about frustration. I Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. So, I'm using this as a teaching moment for all of you. That this, as everyone's mentioned, this has been very complicated, and I want to see this happen, but it's got to happen the right way. I don't think OAC is going to walk away from this if we do a non-binding term sheet today. It still allows us further opportunity to negotiate around the environmental. So, sorry to get a little emotional about this, but hey, I've lived this since 1990, let's say, but easily since 2000. And I know Ray Bobby. I've worked with Ray and his family over the years. I know many of you. I've worked with many of you over the years. So, but I'm not representing OAC, I'm representing the county, and I'm obligated to represent the county.
Supervisor, I thank you for that. I'm also supportive of this motion, knowing that indeed continued discussions will happen. What I have a problem with is it will simply delay things. I don't know what will change, if anything, but I'm hopeful that a resolution can be made. I think a few phone calls back and forth might be able to resolve this. I hope that it's done expeditiously because, as you said, we have many more steps to go through. As we've heard the community say, we have a ton of, this has taken a long time and people are suffering and need to see this move forward. So let's get this done. If we take this action today, there will be still more discussions that have to happen, but we're making progress. I would say, I agree with you, don't let good be the enemy of perfect, or perfect be the enemy of good. I think that the proposal they made is also good, but maybe it can get better. It'll just take more time. So with that said, I'm supportive. I think Supervisor Bass, you want to make a comment? Supervisor Tam, you can chime in if you want. I know you came late, but you can chime in too. Supervisor Bass.
Thank you, President Albert. I just want to let the community know where I stand. I shared some of this on Tuesday, but I think it's important to understand who are the community's best partners, who has our interests at heart. And I have to say, from my experience here and in the city, it's clear who does real community engagement and who builds the relationships and trusts. Back in 2021, the city went through a process while I was there to award the exclusive negotiating agreement for the Coliseum complex to AASCG because of its commitment to community engagement. And I think you all have done incredible community engagement, built relationships, and made some commitments as well. And I hope that will continue and that will follow through. I completely agree with what people said about the importance of economically revitalizing East Oakland, and by extension, Oakland and Alameda County, that the vision that has been put forward creates incredible opportunity and hope. I think having an active, competitive partner running the arena could be game-changing for us. And we stand to gain in terms of more jobs, more opportunity, more entertainment, and a larger tax base. And all of that will improve community safety. So there's definitely a lot to be gained. I do want to also say, somewhat in line with my colleague's comments, Supervisor Miley, that we do have to make the best decision possible, safeguarding our assets as county supervisors. We are going to have a budget presentation shortly, and for those of you who don't know, we are working to close a $91 million deficit. We are also, myself and Supervisor Miley, are meeting very actively with Alameda Health Systems, our public hospital system, to address their projected $100 million deficit. We are dealing with residents who are losing their health care, residents who are losing their food assistance, people who have severe mental illnesses, who are just as involved, who are running out of resources. The list really does go on in terms of how we need to ensure that we have the resources and we limit our liability to protect our resources, to continue to be a strong safety net. If we are not that safety net to our residents, what you see in East Oakland is only going to get worse. And so for me personally, I am trying to balance the real opportunity that I believe in with safeguarding our resources and knowing that under this current federal administration, so much is under attack. And I want to make sure that people don't lose those basic rights to healthcare, food, housing, etc. So this is a huge decision. We're trying to balance a lot of interests here, and I'm glad that people are coming to understand that. Thank you.
Supervisor Tim, anything to add? I'm going to ditto what Supervisor Mott and Supervisor Fortunato Bass just said.
Okay, very good. With that said, the motion's been made and seconded. Roll call vote, please.
Supervisor Marquez? Aye. Supervisor Tam?
Aye.
Supervisor Miley?
Aye.
Supervisor Fortunato Bass?
Aye.
President Howard?
I vote yes. With that, the motion passes. We've concluded that meeting. Before we end the meeting, I would just like to say that we're left now with our negotiating team, Supervisor Miley and I being an observer to that, working expeditiously with OAC to progress. Is that correct? Do we have a timeline for that?
Well, the document that you just approved projects a closing by June 30th.
Okay, good luck. Good luck, everybody. With that, the meeting is over, and I'll let the room clear out for 5 minutes while we start our next meeting.
How you guys investing?
My name is Samantha Wise. I'm part of AASTG OAC. I am also a business owner, Tip Top Shape. I also have a nonprofit CEO, so I invested in Oakland. Being revitalized, I am Oakland. I'm bringing housing and entertainment and sports back to the Coliseum corridor. We are ready. We are ready to do business.
So how's this hearing or the decision that they made to approve the sale so far without the stipulations? How does this affect what you're doing?
Well, it affects us a lot. Now we can get out to the community and let's get the work done. We're ready to start putting the forks in the ground and ready to make some things happen. So we're one step closer to getting over there and getting the keys to the mansion.
So you're for the sale? You're for the sale?
Absolutely for the sale. Of course, I'm an Oaklander. I'm for the community.
What's your social media in case people want to catch up with you?
Tip Top Shape with the underscore. Tip Top Shape with the underscore.
Thank you. Appreciate you. There you go.
She's a good speaker, her.
What's the name of your organization? And how does the sale or the approval to move forward with the sale affect your business or organization?
Hey everyone, my name is Fatima A. I'm the founder and CEO of the Women's Premier Basketball Association. This is something that is helping to move the community forward. I am in the business of women's professional sports. We can see right now, just with where women's sports are headed, we're in the #1 sports market for women's sports right now. So this is definitely helping us move in the right direction with being able to bring sports back to the Bay Area, but being able to revitalize the community, but also just painting the picture of what this can actually be in the future. I see great things for Oakland, the cultural impact that we have on the rest of the world. Like, we're going to be able to highlight that much more. So I'm excited for the future, but I know that we have people here that are doing the work, AASCG, OAC, that are going to make sure we continue to move this forward, but we have the right leadership behind it.
Okay, so you absolutely approve the sale moving forward?
I absolutely approve the sale. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to have the WPBA playing there in the future as well.
Absolutely. So what's your social media handles, and where could people catch up with your business/organization at?
Yes, so you guys can follow us at Women's PBA on Instagram and all other social media handles. Again, that's Women's PBA.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it, okay?
I appreciate you.
Good luck in the future. Bye.
Congratulations on the success today.
Yes, sir.
Speaking to the mic.
What is your, how are you going to move forward now with the project at the Coliseum?
So now that we had the terms approved, now we can go back to the city and get the get the terms approved. Now we got to just negotiate all the final deal. That's what we're working on now. Once we get that finished, it's off to the races.
You know, we get to start thinking about what we're gonna build, going back to the community, figuring out, trying to get more sports teams, you know, like everything we've ever dreamed of, we can get into that.
Okay. I know some specific questions that you wanted to ask me.
Yes. What's the name of your organization slash business?
AASEG and OAC. So African American Sports Entertainment Group and Oakland Acquisition Company.
And exactly what is this hearing? What is this hearing called? What is it about? Just a little bit of details.
It was a county hearing to approve our term sheet to set the foundation for the final negotiations to sell it to us. So this was big.
How long has this been ongoing?
5 years.
And how much was the sale?
115 million for them and then 115 million for the city.
Okay.
So what's going to be the steps moving forward? And also, it seemed like you guys were having a little bit back and forth.
The back and forth was just about the environmental responsibilities, because that's a big site, and when you start developing a site, you can find environmental stuff. So that was the question.
So does that have to do with? I know that the Oakland Coliseum is probably the oldest in the country, and now before you start doing business in there, it's probably you need to be brought back up to code and standards. So is that what their biggest concern was?
The biggest concern is just what's underneath the ground and everything like that.
Okay.
But we in good shape.
So it's looking like the deal's getting ready to get closed, and you know, just kind of tighten up some nuts and bolts of the deal. How is this going to positively impact the Hagenberg corridor, as well as other businesses slash organizations in our city of Oakland?
It's going to be completely different. It's going to create jobs for people. It's going to create, a lot of jobs and opportunities.
So what is it going to be exactly? This is my last question. What is it going to be exactly? It's going to be
multi-use. It's going to be like, you know how like when you go to San Francisco, and remember how Mission Bay used to be before the stadium, the Giants in the arena, for the Warriors. Now they have housing, they have, UCSF medical, they have like public services, they have everything. So it's going to be a mixed use for us to revitalize East Oakland.
Okay. And what's your name again, sir? And where can anybody? Do you have any social media handles you want people to reach out for you on?
Yeah, just aaseg.com.
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate your time, sir. Congratulations.
All right, fellas.
All right, what's up? Sam Dynasty and Big V. We over here at the Alameda County building, and today we were at a hearing for there's a project for the Oakland Coliseum. Everybody knows the legendary Oakland Coliseum. It's actually for sale, and a predominantly black-owned group, from my understanding, is going to buy it. Well, it's been many years in the making for this project to actually get sold. And today we went to a hearing for them to finalize for the Alameda County to approve the sale of this building. And we heard many voices today, and it looks like it went through. The sale went through, barring some other minor details that they have to tighten up. But it's been many years in the making. They're gonna make it pretty much a group that's gonna steal an event center, and multiple different things are gonna be there in the near future after they approve things. And I guess they have to bring it up to code as well. They said some of the dissenting voices said it has to pass health and safety inspection first. But anyway, Big V, what'd you think about that meeting that we went to today?
Yo, this is Big V, the Oakland legend. Yeah, we came down here to support Ray. Ray's the main face with this project at the Oakland Coliseum. The project to help the community, help people with jobs. Inside the meeting, this is pretty big, for Oakland, to help Oakland, you know what I'm saying? And it went pretty successful, revolving lots of money, like 115 million and some other millions and all this and stuff, all that. But to put all this together to help the community, I really feel really good about this. And with the voice of the gentleman named Nate Malley, he made a difference on what he had to say. And I believe that's what helped it pull through. And I commend him for that. Much love to Nate Malley. He's the head of the Alameda County, things like that. So he was pretty supportive.
Yeah, like the Board of Administrators. Apparently it's been an ongoing deal. It's been many years in the making. There's still some things to tighten up as far as the sale, but finally Alameda County has approved, and all involved has approved the sale of the Oakland Coliseum, and or at least the Coliseum area, which will improve the Hagenberger corridor, which would be a lot of more opportunity for small businesses around, which I guess is going to be a sports center complex. You know, now that the Oakland Raiders, A's, the Warriors are gone, they're still going to use it as a big event center space. It's going to be, to my understanding, under predominantly minority business ownership. I think, like you said, the sale is going to be at least over $100 million. And it's going to provide more jobs. It's going to provide more opportunities for entrepreneurs like us. So, of course, there's more details to work out, but I want you guys to check the playback. We're going to put it online. But this is me, Koo, AM Dynasty, here with the Oakland legend, Big V. And we are here on this historical day that the Oakland Coliseum project has been approved for sale to a private group for over $100 million. And they're going to let the, again, barring minor details as it negotiates the contract, it looks like the dissenting voices was mainly having to do with health and safety, but looks like it's going to go down. What do you think, V? So let's go ahead and wrap it up.
So,
Bill, give us your
yeah, we
word.
should have wrapped this up, but I pretty much appreciate all this good stuff that's going on. Anything that have anything to do with the city and the town where I'm from, I'm willing to support it. You know what I'm saying? Because we need more positivity. And anywhere that I can be to help support that, you will see me, Big V, the Oakland legend, until the next episode.
All right, signing out. AM Dynasty, Oakland legend. The Chronicles of AM Dynasty and Oakland legend. Have a good one. Catch you on the next one, guys. Peace. Signing out from downtown Oakland, Alameda County building. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Also, on behalf of myself, AM Dynasty, and the Oakland legend, Big V, we want to extend a sincere thanks and gratitude to Lynn Turner of Turner Group Construction for actually keeping us up on being aware of this, the potential sale of this in this project. That's pretty much past the Alameda County, I guess, board of the commission to this approval to sell it to that area to this group, and we also want to extend a thanks to City Councilman Ken Houston for his part that he's played in this as well. Definitely cleaning up that Hagenberger corridor area and making sure that, making these things possible. So we just want to say that. So like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode.